2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free and the
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Russell Westbrook out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Memphis, Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Culver out there with Morant. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. Clark, you might miss something.
Do not blink. Do not put your eyes on your popcorn or whatever snack you're having while you're watching this one. They get up and down in a hurry, both of these squads. Execution on the fast break will probably determine the outcome in this one. Fast break points, a big stat to keep an eye on.
So the Lakers win the tip. And here's Westbrook. Pass to James. The dish to Ellington. Ron right side. Pops it up for Jordan.
Boy, this is where Jordan really does most of his eating. Finishing after setting a solid screen.
Now here's Morant. And here's Brooks from outside. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. The issue that concerns him the most about the team they're facing tonight is matching up with that quickness. He said, at times we may go with a smaller and quicker lineup ourselves. Other times we have to use our physicality. It really depends on the flow of the game. Guys, we'll see how this one turns out.
Thank you, David. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute. And that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Morant passes to Jackson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's James. Here is Davis. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Brooks against LeBron. And they double up James. Westbrook passes to Davis. Over Jackson. And it's Davis missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's It's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Culver dishes to Morant. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Culver. That shot is off. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Westbrook passes to LeBron. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brooks kicks to Morant.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Stolen by Jackson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. A shot by Culver, nobody around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Westbrook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Now here's Brooks. 6 points for him from 13, and he hits the jumper for 2. Brooks has got 8 points. Lakers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Westbrook kicks to Ellington. Lakers working the ball around now. Right wing. Here's Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post.
Defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty, he's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
Pass to Jackson. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Morant against Westbrook. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way establishing the attitude you want.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Left here in the first quarter. Ellington kicks to Westbrook. Davis down low. Brooks covering. Let's go. And the Lakers check on 2 more.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Clark outside. Westbrook against Morant. Pass to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. The offensive rebound. Davis with some nice D.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
The pass to Ellington. Lets the 3 fly. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Now Morant. Yep, that one goes in there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then there's Howard. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Monk in at the 2-guard spot. Clark finds Adams. Over Howard. Adams' shot is off.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Anthony with the block, and they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Howard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Back to LeBron. Passes it to Carmelo. In the corner, it's Westbrook. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. An even 3-on-3 break. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Adams. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing here by 8. Pass to Melton. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On its way from Clark for 2. And that one goes long. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Outside, Jones. with the floater. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Adams. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Westbrook against Jones. Westbrook passes to LeBron. Goes back up. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
At the elbow, Adams. To the left wing. Here's Melton. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Right side, Westbrook. Outside, Anthony. LeBron outside. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron with it. Jones covering. And that one's good by LeBron.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Monk. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Nice shot by James.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
There's the pass to Jackson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 12. Passes it to Westbrook. Outside, Davis. The shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Clark kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. James against Clark. Now here's James. Tight defense on him, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Bain, he's covered by Westbrook. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bain, good, and a nice assist from Morant.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Outside Rondo. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. And LeBron, now late in his career, still playing at a very high level, obviously. Kenny, when's the last time you saw a star LeBron's age be this good?
Oof, man, I don't know. Dirk aged well, but he wasn't dominant. Jordan, obviously, he aged well, and he was actually dominant at times in Washington, but not like this. LeBron is just different. He's a different animal.
I'm so jealous right now because usually physical beasts such as us, we slow down, but not the king, not LeBron. I think he needs to rest more often, but when he dials it up, I think he's 25 again.
Did you age well, Shaq?
No, not at all. Ernie, you look beautiful.
You're aging well, Ernie. Ernie aged.
Wow.
Ernie aged. Oh, my God.
Wait.
Benjamin Button.
I think I had too much. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Ja Morant, he's out there with Colton, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Adams finds Brooks. Morant with it. He has 6. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
First team foul.
Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now here is Davis. And he lays it straight in. And it's 6 points for Davis.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Here's Morant. Jordan with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Davis kicks to Ellington. Pass to LeBron. Davis down low. Jackson on him. And Davis can't get it to go.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now here's Morant, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 11 points for Brooks.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Davis. That shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Count that one. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Morant passes to Jackson. And here's Culver. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Westbrook. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Free throw good, Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Here's Melton. Brooks with no one around. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
For Los Angeles, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
First free throw is good.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. That one misses. The Grizzlies trail by 10. He kicks it to Morant. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Deep 2 from Brooks. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but...
Wow, that was a strong dunk.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Morant.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Davis. Over Clark. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Davis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. And there's the pass to Melton. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Kicks to Morant. The tray. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
passes to Horton Tucker. Davis down low. He's covered by Clark. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. .54 seconds left in the third. Jackson kicks to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now here is Davis. He's got 9. Anthony taking his time here. For 3, shot clock at 5. Grizzlies with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Westbrook passes to Horton Tucker. Clark against Davis. Over Clark. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Davis has got 11 points.
You know, with his ability to stretch the floor, Davis really adds another dimension to his team's offense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Monk is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Howard in at the center position.
Yeah, when you look at Monk's shot mechanics, they're really solid. Even with the foul, he completed his follow-through in his shooting motion. Impressive.
And he can't get the first one.
The energy that Monk brings, I love it. I mean, when he's out on the floor, he's giving you everything he has.
And he's good on the second. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
That's good from Morant.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
LeBron outside. Pass to Monk. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis kicks to Monk. Pass to James. Clock at 6. 2 free free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league, and because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the jets on.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Memphis. 7-point differential. That one, no good. Davis with some nice D. Here's LeBron, and that one drops.
Yeah, you know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Now here's Williams. Back to Morant. A three. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now here's James. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Williams. Morant against Rondo. Back to Williams. Good D by James. Lakers leading by 9. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Culver's subbed in for Williams. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's James. Davis in the corner. And they double up Davis. Back to LeBron. And it's Rondo in the corner. Shot clock at 3. The shot's good from Ellington.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
Now here's Morant. From outside the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. James kicks to Rondo. Here's Davis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
It has got to be terribly frustrating to deal with Anthony Davis when you're guarding him. I mean, you try to get physical with him. You don't give him a clean look, and he still winds up with the bucket and the foul.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got them going, guys.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Now here is Davis. Ellington the pass to Rondo. foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
The free throw drops for Rondo. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Lakers also making a change. Jordan's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Morant outside. Brooks against James, and it's good for 2. Now James. Timeout called the Lakers. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Sinks that one from the post. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ellington dishes to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Ellington kicks to Westbrook. Here's the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for LeBron.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Boy, the ceiling is really high for Jarrett Culver. I mean, this guy has already established himself as an outstanding talent, but he keeps getting better, and I think that's going to continue.
Now here's James. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 15. Culver's shot is off. James with it. And the pass to Westbrook. Passes it to Ellington. And here's Westbrook. For the 3. Drills it from outside. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, this team overcame one incredible individual performance. So how did you do it?
We got to a good start, but we just said we're not going to let one man beat us. He can score the ball all he wants, but we got to load up on him still and make him take tough shots, and I think we did that.
And finally wore him down a little bit and got the win. Congratulations, man. Back to you, Kevin.